Hi guys, welcome to my channel. It's Lisa. And as you can obviously see, I have an art journal problem, a fetish. I have so many art journals. I thought maybe we could do a flip through of some of these, and I'll show you some interesting ideas that I have, and we'll go from there, okay? Let me clean off my desk, and we'll do a flip through of some of these amazing art journals. All right, stay tuned. Okay, here we go. So why do I have all these art journals out? Because I just recently got back from a big event called the Stampede in Wisconsin Rapids. It happens every year, the first weekend of May. So mark your calendars for next year. It is a lot of fun. There's stamping, there's classes, there's round robin, there's a convention with things you can buy. There is food and drink and fun and laughter and a hot tub and a pool and no dishes, no cleaning, no vacuuming. There, I said it. It was nice. It was nice to get away. It was a lot of work, but it was a lot of fun. And I met a lot of people, and we did some, schmoozing and some elbow rubbing. And mark your calendar is all I'm saying. So I got back, and I put all my stuff away, and I'm like, okay, now what? Now what projects am I going to work on? I didn't want to start anything right off the bat, so I thought, okay, anything to get me inspired is cleaning my art space. So I started with my art journals because you will see I have a lot, and this is just a tiny amount of them. I probably have this many again. But what I was most excited about was this one. So let me show you what I found. In my stash of journals, I found this little art journal that's just made out of watercolor paper and some washi tape. Nothing special, but when I was flipping through it, I found this. And let me get closer for you. This is the start of an idea that became this art journal. And if you haven't seen this art journal, I'll give you a real quick flip through. But this one is going to be a class, a 2-day workshop that I'm doing in Shake Rag Alley in Mineral Point, Wisconsin. It's a 2-day thing. So it goes 9 to 4 on Saturday, July 20th, I believe, and 9 to 4 on July 21st. You have to sign up at Shake Rag Alley, and I will put the link below in the description box. And we're creating a concertina sketchbook journal like this. And of course, yours is going to be different. This is how mine looks. I'm quickly flipping through here. And this was the start of it. So people say, why do you have so many art journals? Why do you have any art journals? Well, the reason I use an art journal is to get an idea to go into something larger. It could be a bigger journal, or it could be a big piece of work. It could be a big canvas. It could be a number of things. But this is, for me, what I use an art journal for. A small to medium where I can create, where there's no pressure. I don't need to show it to anyone. I can close it up. It's no big deal. And sometimes, like this one, became something amazing like this. And I have taught this class a couple of different times now. I've had an overnight retreat, and I've had the one coming up. So I'm super excited about that. So small art journal led into something much, much bigger. And yeah, like I said, this one was so much fun to make. So much fun. Lots and lots of pages. Lots of stamping. lots of coloring with acrylic inks, texture, lots of different fun embellishments, really fun stuff. So, one great thing that I found in my stash of art journals. All right, another one that I've had in my stash for quite a while. I'm gonna zoom in just a little bit here for you, and we will go over these. And I hope this isn't boring to you. It'll give you some ideas maybe. And if there's something that you want to see closer, you want me to see the process, leave me a comment below. I love comments. I cannot tell you that enough. It tells YouTube that people are liking my channel, and then I get the more views, the better it goes, and so on and so forth. But here is a small journal that I've had in my stash. This is a class that I took in Shake Rag Alley, and it was about watercolor and contour drawing. Okay, this is just something that I did. A online class was lettering, and you can see how far I got on that. Not a big deal. I can always go back and work on it. Some more contour drawing. This was just practicing of something. This was, again, the class that I did in Shake Rag. Loved it. Here is an idea that I got from an online video. Just some messing around. Again, some drawing with pen and ink. Some more watercolor wash. Keep going. Just some collage paper. Just a little bit of doodling. Same butterfly that we were looking at before. Loved this stencil. Just seeing this makes me want to get this stencil out and do something with it. I did it with some embossing paste there. Turned out cool. Just some different textures, different ideas. A funny looking squirrel. Lady, this might have been something, little thing by Jenny Grant probably. Just some collage. There's another thing from that class I took. Fun, fun, fun. I'll keep going. And let me know below in the comments if you want any ideas from anything. Here is one that I was doing a art journaling class. We met once a month, and we did it for the whole year long, and we got to work on an art journal together. Everybody brought their own, and then I'm going to try to find the front of this book. I guess it doesn't matter where the front is, but we worked on this journal, and all of this is not from that class. Well, I don't know where the front is. Apparently it doesn't matter. This is drawing of some houses, just messing around with some hearts, some backgrounds, more backgrounds. Something, it says, she decided to stop letting her fear hold her back. Simple butterfly in the background. In this together, these were some cutouts that were from, oh boy, if I think of it, I will let you know. It may look familiar to you, but this was something I just put together with some cutout flowers. Used some pen. It says, to live a creative life, we must lose our fear of being wrong. So for sure there. Got some texture on these little flowers. How cute is that? I would love to revisit that. You know, passion, something background. When you feel out of sorts, create. That definitely works for me. Another simple background here. Seek beauty in all things. So keep on going. Just a piece of wallpaper I put in there. Background. Working with some mandala. This was a lettering class I took. Christy Chesley. Christy Chesley Daughtry. So that's her name. More backgrounds, nothing very important. This says, what you imagine, you create. Got some cool texture on here. Bicycle, I think this was from paper from Stamperia. Something in here that I must not have liked because I put the pages together. I must not have really must not have liked that. Learn to pause or nothing worthwhile will catch up to you. Ooh, there's a mouthful, huh? Very neat. Very fun. Okay, another background. Butterfly, another background. Isn't this funny? I can't even find the front of this journal. And then something we did in the fall, and it was from a stamped image. And this one I really liked. It says, stay strong, I think. I wish I could, and I will. I always knew it. So that's fun. That's working with some napkins, I think. I like that. See, I might go back and revisit something like that, right? All right, on to the next. This one's really old. Don't even have the cover worked on. I see I've got a lot of pages in here. This was an online class I was working with. There's a little spot in here that you write down. Messages to yourself. Working with napkins again. New possibilities are waiting. This one was probably by Diane Reevely. It really looks like her style. Stop to see the beauty along the way. Some faces. Butterflies. Around. I don't know what I was doing there, but I had the same color palette going on both of these, so that's interesting. This one. A lot of found words. Let's see what it says. Have you ever had the feeling in the midst of life a person can have any possibility, all possibility of nature's kindness, dreams, and stars? The world is full of such an experience. Let boldness live in your heart and avoid the mistakes. Ooh, now isn't that deep? And I do have this one dated 6/20/21. So that's almost 3 years ago. Pretty cool though, huh? Look at that weird face. Clarity. This was week 3 of Wonderlust in 2021. Here's just a dragonfly piece. I think background from our class. And it says, sit and look. Interesting. It's got washi tape on there. Dragonfly, of course, I love. This one here, I remember this was an online class that I took. And I didn't name the word strength. Can you see that? And it's on 4/1. So 3 years ago in April, so over 3 years ago. I grew to love the world of visual art. It helps to expand your strength and soul in my journals. Oh, very cool. It's fun to go back and look at these things. Nothing here, just a piece of paper. Just some flowers here and a background. This one says, what you most want to come back. Okay, here's just a dragonfly and a messy background and something I was working on. I don't know. Backgrounds. Here's abstract flowers, and I am going to create a class on abstract flowers. I'm starting to put quite a pile together, and hopefully you'll see that come to life here. I keep thinking about it, talking about it. And here's a reminder of how fun abstract flowers can be. Okay, just a textured background. Definitely a black background. Just looking at paints here, I bet. Here's one with mushrooms. 5/21. So this was, this is May right now, so 3 years ago. It says, imagine, discover beauty. Stay bold, shine brightly. Follow your heart. Destination. Interesting. Look at all the mushrooms and flowers. Cool. Okay, and then this one looks like it's empty in the back. Pretty cool one. Fun to look at. This one can be really easy. I made it out of mostly wallpaper, and then I did a jelly plate technique with leaves and tape, and I had, oh, here's a background I did, but most of it is jelly plate creation. So that was real fun, and I put the journal together myself, and if you are interested in, I can definitely work on something like that. Friends are the family we find along the way. I don't even remember making this. That's how long ago it must have been. But these are really cool pages in this one. And this is a fun journal. I've not done much in it, but it's there. Here's another one I was excited to find. It's just a composition sketchbook, you know, real cheap paper, but I combined pages together, probably with some matte medium. I put on some collage paper, it looks like, and covered with gesso to get some nice backgrounds to work on. Look at this one. Look at these great eyes. This has to be years ago. So apparently I was trying to do eyes and faces years ago. Who knew, right? Here's again some abstract flowers I was trying to get into on this in this journal. But lots of great pages in here that I can play on and work on to create maybe more backgrounds or more practice for my abstract flower practice, right? So there's a good one. Okay, I'll just show you a few more that I got here. Here's a big one. This is a journal that was made with Stamperia paper, and I made it on a nice hard surface here. And inside I have several different art journal pages. We'll quickly flip through. And these are in and out pages. So you can take the paper out, work on it, and then put it back into your journal. Mine has been taken in and out so many times, it's really kind of falling apart. But that's all right. This is a great one with the big butterfly, secret garden, dimensional butterfly there. Really cool. Love the black flowers, and I love the nice textured background. Here's some with little mirrors here. It's doing something. I don't know what it says. Understanding, joy, forgiveness, empathy, acceptance. I don't know what I was doing there. Here's one with some houses on, just made out of some scrap paper. It says 6/2021. Little hearts down at the bottom. Here's another one. I'm going to have to look up this artist. Gosh, it's just not ringing a bell. But Marlene something. Marlene. She's got great stuff, and she's from the UK. And all of these images were hers, little punch-out papers. So I took them all out, and it says, better together, 6 feet apart. So I'm guessing this had something to do with COVID. But look at how fun that background is. I love it. Here's be happy, believe, create, imagine, inspire. Very cool. Look at this guy. Help. And he was just cut out of some image that I had, and we did a background. Make a wish. This one's got some trees on it and a moon there, and it looks like maybe a goose flying through the halo around the tree. Cool. This one says breathe. I was going to a abstract class at the community college, and I only went a few times because it just wasn't for me, but this is a background that I created in it. This one is cool here, I like, and it's just done on a piece of book page. It's got some images on it that must have been out of tissue. Grow, kindness, and understanding. I really like this page. Got some stenciling on it. I've got some butterflies, and I like it. I like it a lot. This one here, I may not like too much, but it's a sea underwater. Beauty is in the little things, it says. I think this might have been from our class. You can't love everything you do, but I always say it's about the process, the experience. It's about the hands-on. It's about the creativity. It's about the learning, right? So this one's upside down here, but thoughtfulness, loyal, organized, positive, flexible, helpful, creative. I think I might have been naming a bunch of traits that I have and that I'm proud of. That's what that seems to be reminding me of. This one is from a class that I did, and it was an advanced art journaling class. Lots and lots and lots of techniques in here, and it was super fun. You can see all the layers, the transparent layers, and it says, I love gardening on there. This little dude, I don't know who he is, but he's just sitting there thinking about me filling this page. I was just looking at some colors here. Not sure. This one says focus, pause, and reflect. This one has some paint brushes on it. Paint your dream. Life is art. And then here, today is full of possibilities. This was done 12/23 of 2019. So 5 years ago. Wow, huh? And I still like it. I love the butterflies made out of paintbrushes. I love the texture of the embossing paste in black. I love it. I really do. So we'll keep going here. A little bit more. I know that your time is very, very precious. I just want to show you this little one. Wildflowers or weeds. This one is something that I'm working in. I am creating just flowers here, and I am coloring them with watercolor. This is something that I probably hope to finish someday and send it in, maybe to Art Journaling Magazine. It has a lot of great pages in it. And if you're sending something in for submission, don't worry. You don't have to have every page done, because they're going to look at the individual pages, and they're going to pick out the ones that they want to make your submission about, right? So this would be a great one for summer flowers. Yeah? Look at that one. That one's really cool. And while I was doing this gave me the idea of doing a pen and wash class, which I'm actually doing at the end of this month. So that's really fun. Working in this journal gave me that idea and that confidence that was saying, I can do this, right? And I have a whole class ready to go with this technique that I was practicing in this journal. Another one I stumbled across is this one. Look at how beautiful this is. It's a little journal that's in a box, and I took some cool fabric that I found. Actually, to tell you the truth, it was fabric out of some pants that I got at a rummage sale. I loved the fabric. It has such a great feel to it. I knew that I had to do something, so I covered this journal, and it's a kind of a heavy-duty paper. And I thought, well, when I stumbled across this in my stash, I thought, oh, what am I going to do? What am I going to create in here? And my thought is, I'm going to create a texture journal. And a texture journal is going to be focusing on all kinds of textures that you see in your own surroundings. And we see texture all day, every day. We just have to pay attention to it. So here's, for example, this is an envelope that I found in my mail. And you can see all that texture in there. That is super cool. I just ripped this out, ripped it in half, excuse me, to keep it as an example. And I'm going to create a page of texture. Something is going to come out of this, trust me. So stay tuned for that. And maybe it will create another class. Who knows? Set that aside. This one is an oldie also. It's a Moleskine sketchbook, and it's very old. I didn't write the date in it, but maybe we'll come across the date. This one's definitely Dyan Reaveley. This one, I don't know, but it's got some wax seals on here. This one is Dyan Reaveley, and then some found papers that I had, and it says, "Let's go places." This must have been during COVID also, because I remember, we can't go anywhere. Everything's shut down. I so wanted to start traveling again, and that's what that was brought about. This is 01/2018, so this is a very old book. And here's a layout. It says, "Grow where you are planted," and a great big butterfly that's dimensional on there. So look at that. That's pretty cool. And then I put these leaves on there. Love it. And these are sequin beads on there. Super neat. Practicing my color theory. Some little cute little monsters. Together is the best place to be. Oh, how I love today. It's got some hearts. A beach scene. Beach bum, beach more, worry less. It's got a little shell on there. Listen to your heart. Love this life. Lots of texture in that one. And I can feel lots of acrylic paint. Just background. What's this one? Grow. I don't love it. Here's got a little feather on it. How cute. That definitely needs some work. This one, oh, how I love today's. I'm not sure, but I'm guessing with this pattern up here, kind of Dyan Reaveley again. Not sure about this. Just Be Yourself, 12/27/2019. Lots of cacti in here. Putting together some faces with different cutouts from magazine. Might have been Karen Stamper. She's got that kind of vibe going on in her work. So just taking ideas from other artists, putting it in your art journals, and going from there. See where the inspiration takes you. Look at this one. This one's quite old too. 2018. That's a long time ago. Be free to dream. Mermaid down here. Underwater scene with bubbles. Pretty cool. Break the rules. You can and you will. It will work out. Create the world you want. Spend energy on what matters. Ugh, I've been talking to myself about this for so long. Create art. Create the things you wish existed. Cool texture on that page. Dyan Reaveley again, I bet. Looks like a Christmas thing. COVID, colds, and chaos. This was the craziness. This was the craziest of holidays, it says. COVID, colds, and chaos. 2021. Wow, look at this one. This has got great texture. Endless searching. listening, making notes. I sat thinking, I have to try. I'm starting to go strong. I understand. Whoa, very cool. Couple more I'll show you. Heart of a Hippie, Soul of a Mermaid, 2020. Fun, 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 very fun. All right, here's one I bought on vacation last summer. There are no mistakes, only happy little accidents. Bob Ross. Nothing in there but a piece of paper. Lots of work to do in there. Okay, one more. This one, I don't know that. I think this is the cover, but I'm not 100% sure. I think my guardian angel drinks. What in the world? Okay, just practicing a face on there already. Way back when. Here's a lady holding the head. Spooky. Must have been around Halloween. Autumn glow. Own your dreams. Just the background. Must have been fall. Pumpkins. You can. Lots of texture on this. Wintertime. Play. Here's the cover of this one, obviously. Practicing those butterflies again. Another flower. It says, life doesn't have to be perfect to be wonderful. Super fun there. So just going through, here's a picture of my husband. He was turkey hunting. I remember this picture. I loved it. Much to be grateful for. Loving who you know. August 2020. So fun. That's a great one. Here's some more play with napkins. This may be where the other idea came from, right? Working off one idea came another. See? How fun, right? Oops. All right, a couple more pages in here. Just some backgrounds. Another background. Made it smaller than the regular book. It says dream. Here's a background, I think, with a napkin. Something that I didn't really love. Looks like a little nautical background. You don't have to love them all. Then look at this cool one. Coming across this, I thought this would be another fun class to do. It's an art journal page that's made out of several pages, one in the back to look like this is a porthole to look through, and then you can see the water and the seaweed beneath. Sea sun. Faith is knowing there is an ocean when you can only see the stream. Whoa, huh? Look at all that texture, dimension. Great idea for an upcoming class, I think. That would be really fun. And then we're back at the beginning of this one. So what does this all mean? This all means that I love art journaling and I have a problem with it. Next week, we're going to create in our art journal, since I have so many to create with you and finish up. I wanted to give you just a little heads up on what I'm going to do and maybe a technique to look about. I was rummage sailing, of course, and I came about these really cool coloring books. Look at the images in here. I thought they were really super cool, and I got all 5 of them for $1. Not a problem, right? We can cut out lots and lots of cool images from these. So what I thought I was going to do to get started with an art journal page, and you may want to be able to think about this too for next week, is I took a page out of one of these coloring books. I'm going to zoom in a little bit more for you so you can see a little bit better. And thank you for hanging out to the end here. I know there's a lot of information, but I thought maybe some of those would really inspire you to get going in your art journals. And, you know, use it as a tool. We have so many tools in our art room. Your art journal can be a very, very good tool. So I took the paper out of the coloring book. I used a silicone brush and put down some matte medium in a very, very thin coat, and I let that dry. And what I was thinking was I was going to use my Faber-Castell Pitt Artist pens, which I have not used in a really long time. And I thought maybe if I had that matte medium on the paper, I could color these really pretty and blend them with my finger. And then I could cut these out. And wouldn't that be a great focal point for a art journal page? So let's see how that works. I'm going to go with the green and do just a little bit, and let's see what happens on this matte medium. Is it going to be too much? Whoops, I just messed that up, but I don't know. I don't know if it's going to be too much. I don't know if it's going to work. I don't know if it's going to kind of just put the little on here and smudging it with my finger. Remember, I'm going to cut it out, was my thoughts. I think maybe I could almost use a little brush, but let's go maybe with a flower here and see what happens. We'll just go ahead and put a little bit on, try to get a clean finger, which that definitely wasn't a clean finger, and smudge the color. Like I said, we can go out of the lines because we were going to cut these out anyways, right? So here I'm just using my finger and smudging. Cool technique. I'll work on this off camera, and then hopefully I'll show you something cool that I've created for a focal point for an art journal page. Okay, so I'm going to work on that. Maybe you want to do the same, and we'll work on a page next week together. One other thing that you could be working on if you want to continue on this art journal journey with me is cutting out focal points that you see from different sources. This is from a cookbook. Don't know what this is from. Magazine. A cookbook. They're flower pots. This was a stamped image that I just cut out. This was from one of my magazines that I absolutely love. And I loved how this lady was making these faces. Now remember, in one of the journals I had back here, if I can find it, the one with all the faces, if I can find it real quick, this one, just think if we cut out a whole bunch of different faces, we could make our own page like that, huh? So, good idea. Cut out some faces and have it in your little box. I create a little box. This is from chocolates, which I'm trying not to eat. And I'm putting ideas in here. So here's my idea box. Okay. This one was from a calendar. Find your happy place and stay a while. Well, I thought this was kind of a neat idea for my abstract flower class that I might want to have. Here's a butterfly from a napkin idea. When I was working at the daycare, I used a lot of fruit in number 10 cans. Well, look how cool these peaches are if we cut it out and use that as a focal point. Why not? Such great ideas. Here's a picture of me. I don't know where it came from, but I thought maybe it will go in an art journal. Maybe an art journal that I've been working on, and it has different faces and stuff in the actual journal. Here's a silly lady. Here's someone peeking there, came out of a magazine. You know, different things in your journal. Just get a journal together, create with me, have some ideas, and hopefully you find that this was inspiring to you. Sorry it was a bit long. Hope you stayed to the end. and keep creating. That's all that's important. Talk to you soon. Thanks for stopping, and comment below if you need any information on any of the journals that I had. Talk to you soon. Bye now.